Now, this story is a little bit disturbing and a little bit creepy. So, you guys know that Damian Cryer and the Prince family were faking some beef a while back, and they made a diss track towards the Prince family. The Damian Prince end up making a diss track towards them. They end up reacting to the video. Damian Cryer was like, "I'm sick, I don't have much time."
I'm sick. Guys. Boy, sick. And it's pretty serious. I'm sick.
Bianca, Damian reacted to that, and then they end up meeting in person, and they end up reacting to their diss track together. And here's the actual lyrics of the diss track. And then the second verse of the diss track, right? Damian started talking about his son, and Damian telling him that he would smack him up if he disrespected him again. He also opened up about Damian was sleeping on his couch for 5 years, right? As you can see here. And then he also said, "I brought you in this world and I will take you out." Now the next part is extra creepy, okay? It says, "You better watch your mouth before you come up missing. I had the police out there on speedboats fishing." That's really disturbing, y'all, because if you don't know, Damian's brother, Damian Cryer's son, actually went missing. And they were divers out there swimming in the lake, and there were boats, etc., trying to recover the body. And the fans started to notice this. People were like, "You should have never said that because it brings back memories of his son in the lake." Damian, like, this isn't a joke. When he said he had the police out there on the speedboats, that line Damian said, "I'll have the police on the speedboats fishing," was wrong in so many ways, especially since his oldest son drowned and the divers found him. I was thinking about that line, and that's weird how he told Damian, "You better watch your mouth before you come up missing," and have them police on the speedboats fishing. What if he drowned his other son?
You have police out there on them speedboats fishing. What do you mean by that?
You know, I had a moment.
Is that a threat?
It wasn't, at the time it was. I mean, it was, but it wasn't like, that's what I wanted to do. I guess it was just like talking trash.
Okay.
You know, that's one thing I regret that I ever said. Having police out there on speedboats fishing, that is one part I wish I would never have ever said, because
it's just a song, just lyric, right?
yeah, exactly.
What, like you really meant it, right? Or did you?
No, I didn't really mean it. No, absolutely not. No, I didn't.
Okay.
After the hate that he received, right, he posted this on his community page. He said, "I was told to never worry about tomorrow, let tomorrow worry about itself, because today has enough trouble of its own. I was recently threatened that a video was coming soon, and my response was, I'm waiting. Devil is always at war, but never fear him. Fear only God. Stay prayed up and tell someone you appreciate them. Have a blessed and amazing day from my family to yours." Now let's go into the conclusion. Did Damian kill his son? So Damian's father was actually released out of jail in 2021, and he was charged with criminal confinement in 1998, which, if you don't know what it is, a person who knowingly or intentionally confines another person without the other person's consent commits criminal confinement. So by the time Damian's brother, he was already out of jail.
Sitting here today at Shove Park, been kind of hard for me lately. On the 25th of this month, 25th of May, about a week and a half ago, my oldest son, Deontay Cooper, he went missing. He liked to fish, and he was out fishing, and I'm not for sure what happened or what took place, but I got a call saying that somebody had found his truck at the lake and found his fishing equipment on the ground, but nobody knew where he was. The police was called because it's unusual for my son to leave his fishing equipment sitting on the ground and to leave his truck sitting there with nobody there. So we called the police, and the police came out, and apparently the police figured that he might have left and went with some girl or something, and we tried to explain that my son would never leave his fishing equipment sitting on the ground or leave his truck sitting there. So they didn't do anything. They said had he fallen in the water, they said that he would have floated to the top or some crazy stuff like that. Day, which was Thursday, we went back out there at 2 in the morning and called the police again. His truck was still sitting there, his fishing equipment was still sitting there. So a really nice cop came out and walked around the lake with flashlights and didn't see anything. Truck's still there, fishing equipment still there, but my son's not there. So the officer decided when daylight came that he was going to deploy a dive team to Lakeside Park here in Fort Wayne, which they did. About 9 o'clock, 9:30 that morning, they ended up finding my son at Lakeside. He was in like 5 or 6 feet of water and he was gone. And we watched them pull my son out, put him in the bag, and we were just lost because we don't know what happened.
And here's the video footage of him while the authorities were trying to recover the deceased body of his brother.
Our dad here, he left work early just to come here. They keep bringing more people out here, more police out here. My dad crying. I was over here crying, and I think it's gonna be all right, man. It's gonna be cool. They keep bringing more people, more officers. They keep bringing more people out. They put on gloves. They put on gloves. And they brought a yellow bag up. Yeah, Bart. They told us to clear out the area over here. They said we don't have to leave, but clear out the area. Damn. He tried to move it out the way. There's a body in there. There's a body. There's a body in there. There's a body in there. There's a body in there.
As you can see in the video, his father was there. This is the only full footage that we can get because the original had been taken down. Now, on May the 30th, 2017, Allen County Coroner, I think that's how you pronounce his name, released an official statement about the man they found in the lake, which was identified as Damian's brother. During the year, the cause was still under investigation. The cause of death and manner of death is pending in both cases, which remain under investigation by the Indiana Department of Natural Resources, the Fort Wayne Police Department, the Allen County Prosecutor's Office, and the Allen County Coroner's Office. Days after that, Damian's dad actually uploaded a series of videos. He stated that they were still waiting for the toxicology report and just buried his son. He asked the public to contact him if they happened to have some information regarding his son's death, because it was really hard for them to express how they felt about the situation when they didn't know what happened to his son. He also added that there had been a lot of rumors, but he didn't want to believe them. All he wanted was closure. So currently, although there are some websites saying that he allegedly died by drowning in the lake after smoking weed, as you can see here, on May the 25th, Damian's brother passed away by drowning in the lake after smoking weed. We can't still confirm if he really died by drowning after smoking weed because there's still no update regarding the case. When we tried to actually search his case, right, in Allen County's website, there where they released the official statement to the press, all we can see is the official statement they released in 2017, where it was stated that the death was still under investigation. Cause of death is pending and the matter of death is pending. The team tried to confirm and looked like for the update regarding the investigation for his son's death, but there's nothing. It wasn't even sure if he died by drowning only. However, we couldn't accuse Damian of drowning his son because there's no evidence to prove that. And if he did, he would have been back in jail, not to mention he already had a felony on his record. However, even if the line in the diss track was a joke, it's still wrong for Damian to make a threatening joke against Damian, especially about the same situation that his deceased son went through. You feel me? So it's really weird and it's kind of creepy. Like, I don't know, maybe we're taking the lyrics out of context. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's just coincidence. And to be honest with you, I feel Damian Cryer is very desperate for views and success on YouTube, that he's willing to do anything, and I mean anything, to get there. And if that includes talking trash and talking about weird stuff like that, it doesn't surprise me at that point why he didn't care, because he's so blinded by YouTube success that he's willing to do anything to get there. And personally, that's why I feel that he did not his son. So that's just my personal opinion. I think he's just desperate for views, and he's willing to say stupid-ish like this just to get a reaction out of people so he can cop some views for YouTube. Not only that, we got to consider the fact that this man actually would have wrote the lyrics down. You had time to think about it. But he's so blinded by wanting success that I guess he didn't really see it. But hey, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below.